This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Talkspace, the leading virtual therapy provider, is sharing the message that connection is crucial because good relationships are an essential and sometimes overlooked component of mental well-being. If your relationships could use some strengthening, a licensed therapist from Talkspace can help. Therapy can help you communicate better with loved ones, repair conflicts, and understand how to address loneliness and build community. It's easy to sign up. Just go to Talkspace.com and you'll be paired with a therapist within 2 days. You'll meet with your therapist online on your schedule. Plus, Talkspace is in-network with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. Make personal connections a priority and start today. If you're not covered by insurance, get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80. That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com and enter promo code SPACE80.
All right, y'all. Before we dive in, a quick heads up.
This show is raw, real, and definitely not rated PG.
We're talking about adult themes, sexual content, and the kind of stuff you probably don't want blasting through your speakers at work or around your kids.
So grab some headphones, pour your drink of choice, and get comfy.
Oh, and just so we're clear, we are not licensed therapists, counselors, or sex coaches. Sex coaches.
Sex coaches.
Not sex couches.
We're just a couple of people sharing our lives, experiences, and sexy adventures. An ethical non-monogamy. So with that, pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris.
And today, this woman has no idea what we're talking about, but let me tell you, we just got back from a week-long Disneyland, Florida vacation. And
Disney World.
Wait, what?
You said Disneyland, Florida vacation.
What's the difference?
Disney World is Florida. Disneyland is California.
Oh,
I mean, if you're
tomato.
No. If you're going to say it correctly.
Tomato. Let me tell you, man, it was Disney and it was in Florida. And we are currently still kind of recovering. And so, I wanted to have this whole discussion about everything that you guys just missed this past week that we've been gone, because we've been gone from Thursday.
Let me tell you.
Thursday.
Yeah. Let me tell you that every time I would go into the parks, I was always looking for somebody with a pineapple.
You know, it's funny.
Did you do the same?
I always have my eyes open because we're avid people watchers, and there's no better place to watch people than at a place like Disney World in Florida. A very large place, thousands of people.
There are so many swingers.
Mother's Day weekend.
That? I know. There's swingers. There's a lot of swingers in Florida.
So I heard that. Somebody just told us, a good friend of ours just let us know, because they're major Disney fanatics, that there are lifestyle groups that are purely Disney lifestyle groups.
Dude, that's awesome. Like, that is my thing right there. I will say that I like it, but I don't like when clubs have like a Disney theme. I find that kind of odd.
What?
I do. I find that weird. I don't want to dress up as a princess while you're slamming me. No, not my thing.
I don't know. It sounds kind of hot.
I mean, I guess for you it does.
I mean, you don't want to.
Slamming anything is good for you.
You'd be looking like Jasmine from Aladdin.
No. It's just too, no.
I could show you the world, girl. That's right. Rug burns and all. What?
You can be Genie and I can just rub you.
Leaving me blue. Look at that. This is easy. I could churn these things out all day long. But yeah, you've always had a problem with the Disney themes.
Yeah, but I do love Disney. Like, I love Disney World. It was the best. But I do want to go.
I've never been a Disney guy.
Did you like it?
I've never been a Disney guy. I've always been a Looney Tunes guy and a Hanna-Barbera guy.
Yeah.
I never watched really much of Disney growing up.
Yeah.
And I have been to Disney World a couple of times in my life. And both of those times were kind of strained and blah. This time around, I went in there with renewed faith that I was going to have a really good time. And I did. I had a relatively good time.
Yeah.
All things considered, as you can imagine, it is Florida and it is hot.
It's hot.
humid.
Very, very much so.
You walk
Everybody had
outside and you can feel the ass crack sweat
yes.
immediately
Yeah. We had fans.
from other people.
We had lots of fans.
We did. We
went into everything that we could go
Just kidding.
into where it was AC, like air conditioned. We went into
yeah.
every
so
show.
The cool thing about Disney is that they put fans everywhere. Everywhere that they can have fans, they have fans, which is really cool. It keeps you cool for the most part, but lots of standing, lots of walking. I think each day we walked about 6 miles a day.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't notice that we lost any weight from that because we managed to eat a lot of really bad stuff.
Let me tell you guys, oh my God. We have 2 kids that go to Disney World and Disneyland frequently. So they are the kids that you want to go with and you're like, where's the best blah, blah, blah. Where should we go? And so our daughter told us about this popcorn. She's like, Mom, it's layered. I have to have it. She doesn't even eat like that anymore. And I'm like, okay, fine, let's go get it. Let me tell you guys, it is a freaking bomb.
I refuse to touch it.
You didn't try it?
No. That's like asking me to try drugs. Nope.
You
I already
did not
know
try it?
I will try it,
guys,
and I will like it, and I will never stop.
It's like a third of a popcorn bucket, okay? And so they fill it up with kettle corn. You can get cheese corn or cheese popcorn, whatever, plain. It's kettle corn, baby. Drizzled with chocolates, layered with M&Ms, and cookie crumbles. Done it again and again and again.
That sounds absolutely horrible.
That
sounds like my nightmare.
It was so good. So that was good. Yeah, we had a lot. I had to have my mint chocolate chip from them, and I also got my Dole Whip.
You know, and your have-tos. I had to. The only thing that I had to have was a turkey leg.
And I got it for him.
She did. And I sat there and I ate during the parade, and it was marvelous. It was very good.
Did you finish it, baby?
I did.
Oh, good.
Ate that thing clean.
Yeah, I had
Sucked
to
it
because
to
they're
the
places
bone.
that I know that are delicious, right? So I know that their ice cream is the bomb. I know that their desserts are the bomb. And I know that Casey's hot dogs are like to die for. So that was delicious. But what was the first ride we got on when we got there?
Dude, I don't even remember. Let me tell you. So here's the thing is I have a lot of social anxiety. I don't do well with crowds. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get stoned. I took some gummies and I took a 100 milligram gummy before we got to the park.
Yeah.
And as we were walking towards the park, there was a bunch of very official looking people there. And one of them had a dog. And
oh my
I freaked out. And I turned right back around and I handed the bag over to Pris because I was like, I can't do this.
We're in security or going to our security, and he gets the bag and he just turns around and he goes like, there's dogs. And I was like, okay. And so I grabbed it and I was like, let's just go through it. Like it was a tiny piece of gummy. You can't take this in there.
I was stoned as hell. I couldn't think straight.
And I was
paranoid.
We got on Tron.
Yeah, we got on Tron. So I'm not a ride person, and so we got on Tron. Half of the ride, my eyes were closed because I'm afraid to die.
Yeah.
On heights and fast moving carts.
What did you feel about that ride?
That was fun. And that actually started me for the rest of the time that we were there. I actually got on pretty much every ride that we could. And it was a lot of fun. Scary, but fun, but not as scary as some of the other theme parks. You know, some of these roller coaster rides, they're made to have you walk away with whiplash.
Yeah.
Disney's not the same.
No.
So we did have a good time out at Disney. Now, what was really cool, though, and I know for all of our pineapple listeners out there, they're like, yeah, man, I ain't here to listen to you about your
Disney vacation.
I'm here to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Let's do it.
Yes, there is sex involved.
We did have some.
We were invited by some really good friends to a place in Florida called the Florida Tree House. And you're probably sitting there asking yourself, why? Why is it called the Florida Treehouse? Is it in a treehouse? Well, let me tell you, we're going to get to that.
We did not get pictures. Like we got pictures of me, but we didn't get any pictures of the place.
Of you, let me tell you.
I know. We should have gotten there early to do pictures.
Now, we're not familiar with the Florida area, but we went, we drove about, I guess, 45 minutes outside of where we were staying at. And we pulled up to this location, you drive in and there's these gate doors that are
It's
already open.
acreage. Yeah.
And it's acreage. It's somebody's land.
Yeah.
You know, you drive in and you drive a little ways. Looks almost like a resort. You know, you pull up and there is this like we didn't know what to expect. We weren't really given a whole lot of details on the place, and we pulled up and what we saw was completely different than what was going on in my head. Like I didn't know what
Yeah.
to expect. I was expecting like a small little house that, you know, we were going to walk into and things were going to look dirty and dingy. This was not that. Literally, as we turned past some trees, you can see this kind of hidden club looking place. And it is, it's a big house kind of place. And they have this humongous patio area that's been corded off. It's been, you know, there's basically screens all around. Very large place. And we were like, what is this area? And there was already a lot of people there. We were there probably about 8:30 in the evening when we pulled up. And it's like, wow, there's a lot of people already here. We met our friends outside. They immediately pulled us inside. And as soon as you walk in, there is a small little area there where you cannot go any further. They kind of block off the front door area where you basically put your name on a list and take care of all of that. And then you wait to be called. They call you into a room, which is attached to that front space. So nobody can get past that front space without officially checking in. I thought that was a cool setup. There's no way for anybody to get in who has not been verified first. So I thought that was great. They pulled us into the room and we gave up our IDs and they did the whole checking in and then they lined us up with somebody to give us a tour of the place, which just so happened to be our friends. And we got a tour of the place. And what did you think about the place?
I
honey?
liked it.
About
And
this
they
whole
shut the
setup?
doors at 10. Nobody can come in at
Yeah,
after 10.
so
After 10, it's
after
locked.
10, it is locked. If you
Gate
are
is
not there
locked.
after 10, sorry guys, but you missed out. You basically go in after you check in in that one room. After 10 o'clock, that one room becomes a playroom. And so you walk outside of that room and it leads into a hallway where there are two other playrooms. One is a group playroom. So there's actually 3 beds in there, I believe it was.
Yes. And like
or 2
two
beds and 2 couches.
and 2 cubby couches.
Where you could sit and watch. And there's a restroom in there. And then there's another one off of that hallway that was just 1 bed and a couch. I believe it just had 1 bed and a couch. That you know, you could have it open and it could be a voyeur room, or you could close the door and have your private fun there. Now, if you head back out of that hallway, it leads into the main room. Main room, as you can tell, if it was a house at one point, it was a living room, a very open living room, dining room, kitchen area. It's all open and real nice.
There's a pool table.
There's a pool table off to the side in like a
dining room.
Yeah, like a formal dining room, but it's all been cleared out. They've made this place club completely, and it's really kind of cool to see.
It is very.
So when you walk around, you go to the main where the formal dining room area is, and there's this huge full size pool table with stools all around. People kept gathering there and having a good time. There was couches and chairs and comfy stuff all over the place where anybody could plop down and enjoy themselves. Huge TV inside, and then this very large almost dining room kitchen island area that's elevated that a lot of people seem to gravitate towards, which is cool. One of their rules is you have to bring a food.
So it's potluck.
It's potluck.
You can bring anything.
You have to bring a food.
Somebody brought fried chicken.
So I thought, wow,
Everybody brought desserts.
How strange to me, because I've heard of this place referred to as a club, and I didn't know if it was a club. I didn't know if it was a resort. I didn't know what to expect, obviously. But what I'm realizing now is the Florida Treehouse, and I don't know how they would prefer to refer to it as, but from the outside looking in, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a club and a house party.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
It takes all the great things of a club and it takes all the great things of a house party and it mashes them together.
Oh,
I did not know that this place existed.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
And if you live in Florida, if you visit Florida, hot dog, you need to look up the Florida Treehouse. I'm going to go on with this. But,
okay.
But
so I want to do the outside.
Please.
Okay. So you right off the kitchen or the little dining area where we're all gathering, there are some doors, and you walk out and you are instantly in a Florida backyard. If you've ever been to Florida and they have a pool, it's always screened.
Yeah, they always have their areas screened in.
Because of alligators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And so it's all screened, and this is huge. This is probably about
It's really big.
God.
And it's tall. So it's not like regular roof size. I mean, this thing is like 2
It's like
stories.
10 yards of
Yeah.
it's like it takes up. Remember, this is on acreage. And so it takes up a big, huge pool,
Yeah.
but there's a deck around it that's all cement, and it's
Mhm.
like a pool deck, and it's super, super it's huge, right? I mean,
Yeah, so they had really big
it's like
round
3
couches that
parking spots.
went around fire
Yeah.
pits, which
Yeah.
were cool.
Yeah.
And they had 2 of those side by side. They had one across the way from us that was
Mhm.
across the pool.
Mhm.
Then they had some BDSM stuff there. So they had a St. Andrew's cross off to the side along with a really big throne, which
Yeah.
looked cool. And then off to the side, they had another area where we were sitting there literally watching this guy. He was he
She
had
was,
her
like, laying
bent
down
over on this
on
thing,
this thing.
and he was spanking the hell out of her.
Yeah.
And then next to our couches that we were sitting at were cubbies where people could leave
You
their
could
things.
put all your stuff, and it's a trust, the trust
Yeah, honor system.
honor system. So
Yeah.
you just put your stuff in there. On the other side of that, there was a hot tub.
Hot tub. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like a little section of like
the smokers
20
area.
smokers. There was like 20 chairs over there, and it didn't even come like towards you.
No. It was.
Now tell them about the bedroom that's off of that pool area.
So there's an outdoor accessed
I guess a pool
playroom. Yeah, it's almost like a sunroom
I guess.
kind of thing. Yeah. And you walk in, so the door to it is pretty much window. You can see in from outside. And as soon as you walk in, there are to the left 3 king size beds.
Yeah.
And then to the right, there's a queen size
They're like
bed.
full sizes.
Are they? I thought they said
Those aren't
no?
kings, because all those 3, and then the one we were on was not a queen.
I am bad at measuring.
Maybe like full size.
So
big enough.
4 beds basically are in there. Now, in every playroom, they have a little cubby area that has sheets, that has towels,
Sanitizer.
it has sanitizers, it's got condoms, it's got lubes, it's got everything that you need.
Because you have to flip your own bed.
Take care of your own sheets.
And they all have
do
rubber
that.
sheets on them.
Yeah. But you have to change the sheets after every use. You do. And you put that in the dirty sheets in the hamper, which is a pretty cool setup. Like I said, it's the mesh up of a cloud, of a club and a house party.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then there's a bathroom in there.
There's a huge
shower.
bathroom that's connected to that playroom. And it has an 8-person shower in it that apparently is utilized quite often. And that was really cool.
It was cool.
Now, when you step back into the outside patio area, over by the hot tub, there's a door, the screen door that leads you out to their acreage. And as soon as you walk outside of this decking area, there's grass all around, and you immediately see off to the right this huge tree. And there is attached to this tree 2 playrooms up in the tree. It's a tree house.
Yeah.
It's a tree house.
And there's 2 playrooms.
We did not. It's a bummer.
We didn't get to get up there.
We didn't. It was actually really packed throughout the entire night that we were there. People were utilizing the 2 rooms that were up there in the treehouse playrooms.
Underneath.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So, the 2 playrooms that they had there, they actually have these little signages. One is green and on the other side is red. And it basically alerts you as if anybody's up there. So you don't have to climb the stairs to get up there.
Yeah.
Just to see that there's people getting down. Now, right below that, there is a swing bed. And this thing is anchored in, let me tell you, and it is cool, man. And people were getting down on that too, man. And then there's chairs around the swing bed that you could sit and watch. And we did partake in the voyeur
mosquitoes
aspect.
got me.
Hey, so we want to talk about something that actually is kind of important before we move any further.
Yeah. Pro DX Health. And here's why we love them.
They do at-home testing. Like, you get a kit, you do it at home, you mail it back.
STIs hormones, real stuff that you should really actually know about.
Yeah, and there's no waiting room, there's no awkward conversations, none of that.
You just get your results, and if you need next steps, they help you with that too.
Look, knowing what's going on with your body is just part of taking care of yourself and the people that you're with.
Very true. It really is. And ProDX Health makes it so easy. There's really no excuse not to.
That's right. Use code BAYOMANO at prodxhealth.com. That's 15% off year round, even more during special events.
Link is in the show notes. Okay, now back to it.
Back to it.
See,
The
right
skeeters
there.
got her.
The
It's
skeeters got
true.
me, so I
She's
had to
very
get out.
sensitive.
Yes.
Now, if I remember correctly, the owner of this place, this is his place. Like,
Yeah.
this is his land
Yes.
that he has it on. And he does not live there in that spot, but he does
No.
have house somewhere on the premises, I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
And he also has several old-timey types of cars and vehicles. And that night, he had out there a very full, large, huge fire truck.
Hold on, guys.
It's a fire truck, but
Mhm.
it has been
Gutted.
modified to have a bed in the back, and that also
I
was
like 2 beds,
constantly
yeah.
taking. We wanted to get down. So in the very back, as you're looking, there's that area where they would keep the ladders and stuff in
Mhm.
the back. They transformed that to have a very large bed in there, and people could have fun in there. And then in the front of the cab, the back seat of the cab, they had a little mattress back there so that
Mhm.
people can get down in there. But you have to get in through like a walking window. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's weird. But yeah, the whole night we wanted to hit up the fire truck. We wanted to hit up the tree house. We wanted to hit up the swing.
Mhm.
We did not,
No.
unfortunately, because it was so busy and we don't have the staying power to stay up till late.
No.
We were out of there probably about 12:30.
Yes.
Just because we were exhausted. We were at Disney all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And then
We drove in, slept Thursday.
slept Friday.
No, slept Thursday.
No, we drove in Thursday after work.
No, we drove in.
Baby, you worked Thursday.
Oh, I did?
We left after work Thursday.
No, we left after work Wednesday, baby.
No, baby. You worked Thursday.
Yeah, and we left Wednesday night. No, I left. I didn't go to work Thursday or Friday.
No, boo-boo. You worked Thursday. We left Thursday after work.
Uh-huh.
We got there Friday.
Mhm.
And Friday morning.
Mhm.
Then we checked into the hotel at 1. We were going to do all this stuff, and we ended up not. We ended up sleeping at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
And then Saturday was our first day at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we did that whole day at Disney,
Mhm.
and then we went to the hotel and we showered up. We had like an hour, and then we drove to this place. Like, we were
Yeah,
exhausted
we're
already.
exhausted.
And so we really had to do our best to get our second win to go to this place.
Mhm.
And of course, we don't go to these places and not play. Like, that's our thing. We play. So yeah, as soon as we got there, we sat down, we people watched, we scoped the areas out. It was
Mhm.
cool. It was cool. We met some interesting people. It's funny because we were sitting there, and we always say that the Latinos always seem to spot and find other Latinos, especially with you.
Yeah, so we're sitting there, and it's just me and Adam, and we're watching everybody in the pool area. And I was like, "Do we want to get in the pool?" And we're chit chatting, right? And when do we want to play? And so this guy sits down, and he's there for a while, and we're just chatting with each other. And then the guy looks at us and he goes, "Y'all been here before?" And he starts talking to us, and I could hear the accent, so I already knew.
He's Puerto
Right?
Rican.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Puerto Rican. And then he was talking to us, and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What are y'all?"
Yeah, he's true. So what are y'all?
Yeah, he's like, "What are y'all?" And I told him, I was like,
We're
"Oh,
Mexican."
we're Mexicans. We're from Texas. Our first time here. Blah 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 blah." And so yeah, that was it.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. I did like the crowd, but I will tell you, I did not like. I didn't like the freeness of the singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. I'm pretty much not to be fucked with. Like, you can tell. Like, don't fuck with me. Like, don't come at me. Don't try to grab
No,
me.
yeah,
Because
you give those vibes.
I'll tell you off or something, right? Like, I'm very reactive when it comes to things like that.
People kind of see it on your face.
Yeah. And I try to make sure they can see it on my face. That's a me thing. That's a me keeping myself protected. I don't give a shit who it offends and who fucking cares. Like,
Right.
that's just me.
Right.
I pretty much have that face on when I'm in a place like this. Now, I don't ever have to have that face because the places that we go to, I feel very comfortable with. I'm very, I know that there's a lot of people out there looking at me and looking out for me.
Mm.
Any club we've gone to, we've always had friends or people who, and they've always been good.
Yeah.
This one, great vibes. I didn't like the single men that were just loosely out there. It felt very, I felt very unprotected.
Really?
I
Well,
did.
so
And
we
I'm
have.
sorry. I know our friends are listening, and these people are probably listening, but I'm just saying, for me, this would not be a place that I would be. I would never go alone, and I wouldn't. If it wasn't me, okay, I wouldn't go alone, and I wouldn't go to the bathroom alone.
I felt good about the people who ran it.
I did
So
too.
the people who ran it, you can tell that and I was watching them, believe it or not, the
They were
people who were managing it, the people who were running it, you could see them. Like they were constantly checking on everybody.
and
They were
checking
watching, they were walking into
rooms.
rooms. So I did not never feel safe. I think you personally, you
Yeah.
just don't really care for a bunch of single guys around.
Yeah.
And I know what you're talking about
I
because
mean, as a guy, do you ever not feel safe? I don't think it's like your environment is not like you would always feel safe there. That's y'all's environment. Like it's a very
well,
masculine environment.
I mean, I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, do you ever feel because you said I felt safe, but do you
well,
ever
so
feel unsafe?
my thing is that what is it about single men that would make you feel
Oh, the
unsafe?
creepiness.
It's the creepiness.
Period.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
care if you're there and you're watching. There's a way to watch people. And I'm going to explain this to you. There's a way for you to watch people. You watch from afar and you kind of just watch, just kind of chill, sit back and watch. Now, if you're this close to me
yeah,
and you're watching me and you're giving me this,
trying to give me the fuck me eyes.
no, that is the creepiest freaking look. Or you get up and you're like, oh, like I had to tell the guy,
Yeah, yeah. Well, so that one guy that we were talking to,
yeah,
when we were having the conversation, you were very open with your conversation. You were like, "Yeah, I'm here to play and I'm here to
yeah,
do all that stuff." And
yeah.
you were kind of interested in him. So you and I went to go play for the very first time in the night in one of the playrooms. He came in and he started watching from the couch
From afar.
from afar. And you and I were doing our thing. And while we were doing our thing, I looked at you and I said, "Did you want to invite him?" And you were like, yeah, sure. What the hell?
Yeah.
So then you looked over
Give a
at
dog a
him
bone.
and you said, "Do you want to join us?"
He said no.
And he said, "No."
He said no. He was like, no. And I was like,
Okay. And so
first, I rarely ask people, guys. Like, it's rare.
But she was just, when in Rome, she was
Yeah.
like, what the
And I
hell?
was like, okay. He said
And
no.
and he
I
had
was
said
like,
no.
okay. And so
we went back to it, so then he stayed watching us for a while, and there
Yeah.
were couples that came in that would watch us. And then I noticed that the room emptied and it was just us and him again. And he started to take off his pants. And I could see this out of the corner of my eye. And then somebody walked in and he started doing his pants up real quick again. And I was like, oh, okay. So he's waiting for the right time, I guess, or something. Whatever.
yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever. Well,
The night went on. We finished up in
I
there.
had a few chocolate chip cookies.
We decided we were going to go into that bigger playroom that had the 4 different beds and the big shower. And that place, so this is the thing that I don't understand is a lot of people went into that playroom early, and we thought that they were all the smokers, they all went in there. And we're like, oh man, that's a big group going in there. They're going to have a playtime. Let's go scope it out. So we looked from the door. They were just sitting on the beds talking, having conversation. And I was like, what a waste of a playroom. Like, you guys are just doing that over there. Well, eventually they broke into, I think they just had to work their way into enjoying themselves sexually, and it just took them a little bit. But yeah, I thought that was fascinating. So we ended up going into that room and it was packed. Every single bed was pretty much taken. There was a massage table that somebody was getting a massage on. And so we planted down on the one empty bed there and we started getting down. Well, then eventually our buddy who we talked to earlier in the evening shows up, and he kind of plants himself there wherever he can, and is staring at my wife as her and I are getting down. And it's very obvious, like he's wanting to try and get his way back in. Like he's regretting the fact that he said no. And now he's wanting to get back in again. And my lovely wife, I know her. And first off, it took everything for her to ask. And so that's normally, it's one of those, it's a Godfather situation where it's like, well, I'm not going to say, do you want to join again after I've been turned down? Like, that's it. Like, bah. But I looked at her and I was like, do you want to, your little buddy's back. Did you want to bring him in? And she kind of rolls her eyes and she's like, oh, I guess so, whatever.
Exactly.
And so she, he came over to us and he was like, can I take you up on your offer again? And you looked at me and the look of dissatisfaction on your face, like, I fucking knew it. And then you were like, yeah, sure. It was not enthusiastic consent, I will tell you that, but it was consent nonetheless, because she knew that that seeing her with somebody else, forget it, I wasn't going to last very long. So she was like, let me put this man away. And so that's exactly what she did. We Eiffel Towered her for a little bit.
It's fun.
Until I could not last anymore. You continued to put on a little show by going down on the guy, and I was kind of rubbing up on you. And then this one single guy who was watching comes up, and he's he was about to pull his dick out, and he was like, he's looking at me and he's pointing to me and he's like, can I get a turn? And I was like, you need to ask her. And so then he asked you and you were like, yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like it was this, that's a, yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And he kind of backed away and he's like, okay, no problem. And then he eventually just walked out because I mean, when you've been told no,
and then,
it's hard
he saw
to
me
stick
later
around.
on and he was like, great show. And I said, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean,
he wasn't rude about it. He took his no gracefully. And that's why I was saying, I think you feel like a lot of single men are creepy and whatnot, and it's how they do things.
Yeah.
But the men that were there were not there with any malicious intent. And the treehouse really did a good job of vetting the people that they had.
Yeah, they do. I just didn't. I didn't care for the. I did not care for the single men, being so just loosely in there.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, and that's just me. I'm sure it's a very safe place. I mean, because of the owners and they have other people that were there watching.
And a lot of those people are regulars.
And
so a lot of them know each other.
So I understand that it's probably a very safe place. I am just saying I was not comfortable seeing so many single men just out. But I can hold my own. Like I'm not.
Yeah, well, you're a tough gal.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
You're a tough gal.
That
was a fun portion of the night. We did go inside. We hung out at the kitchen with our friends.
Yeah.
We were all talking, and there was this girl that came in, and goodness gracious, she caught my eye.
Yeah, there's this woman. She was sitting next to us or behind Adam and earlier, and she was eating. And then we came back in. We slowly talked to her because he introduced himself and he's like, "You're smoking hot" and whatever. And so we're talking. She's talking to both of us.
Yeah, and she made it real clear that she was into both of us.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, I like both men and women.
Yeah.
And you two.
Oh, and then we went
sexy.
to play. And then when we came back in, she was like, I said, oh, we're going to be leaving soon. She's like, yeah. And I said, yeah, I'm super tired. We were like, oh, you missed the show again.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was standing around. She was very flirtatious. And I was like, I was getting the vibes. So I was like, oh, what the hell? So, we were getting ready to wrap up. And I told her, I said, can I kiss you? Is that cool? And she was like, oh, she kind of like the switch flipped from that point on and it went to kind of an aggressive flirting, which I liked.
Yeah.
And she was, we kind of were getting a little hot and heavy and you were there. And then she started getting into you. And then before you know it, y'all were making out and there was hands being tossed all over the place. But by this time, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
We've already told ourselves we're leaving.
We had already said, we had already told our friends bye. My brain was already on like, let's go to bed. Like
we were already about
40-minute drive.
Yeah, we were exhausted. We really were. But that woman was turning on my second wind.
Yes.
Or third wind.
Yes.
Whatever it was.
Yes.
I was turned on. And everything that was transpiring, I was like, damn, dude. But even then, like she made it real clear. She was like, well, I don't have sex on the first meet. So like, She didn't have a problem with me eating her pussy, though. I tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So
hello.
we're going to pause right here.
Hello.
One,
hello.
Don't say that you don't when you obviously do. It's the playing hard to get is not as cute, but
I think it's hot.
It's hot, but if you already have your legs open and you're already there, like, give me a freaking break.
Well, she wasn't at the time.
I mean, give me a break.
It went from kissing to all of a sudden she was on the stool and her legs were wrapped around me. And then all of a sudden she was pushing my head down in between her legs.
Now, I'm going to say I did not care for the aggression toward my husband.
I liked it.
I did not.
Yeah.
I was that. So I talk about jealousy. I talk about all those things. That right there, I did not care for. And I guess I didn't care.
It's because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. And so I did not care for that aggression. I was like, you are.
I like it when you're aggressive with me.
No, you don't.
I do. No. If I know that that's what you're doing.
I have to tell you.
Well, yeah, because normally you're submissive.
Yeah.
So it's weird for me.
Yeah. So I was like, no. So I didn't care for that at all. And then I was tired. So you got tired. You got tired and jealous, Pris, in one moment of like quickness. I was like,
so here I am. I'm getting into it with this chick. And this woman's next to me and she goes, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get our bag. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I was super, super tired. Right. We were leaving.
It was a little awkward. It was a little awkward. I wasn't upset about it. It is what it is. But, you know, I think it could have been handled differently. But there was that was something that we have never come across.
We've never.
I very rarely find an aggressive woman who gets into me like that. And I fucking liked it.
Yeah.
I got to say.
Yeah. I did not.
That.
So women, don't do that in front of me. I mean, I'm straight up.
But you know what? It raised a good conversation because this is something that we've been talking about for a while. I have been telling my wife so many times. I'm like, dude, man, I love that slutty behavior. Like that's a major turn on to me. But I didn't know how to express what exactly that was.
And guys, like, you know that we've been in this lifestyle I have been in it for longer than he has. But this is the most experience I've ever had. I don't know how to open doors to those kind of conversations because I don't even know what it is, right? So like he's always saying, oh, I want you to be slutty, I want you to be slutty. And to me, that's just kind of like chatting with a lot of guys or maybe like getting into it with a lot of guys.
That is not what that was
this
for
was
me.
Different. And
so I finally had a blueprint to tell her, look, this is what I'm talking about. Because everything this woman does, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way at all, but everything that this woman did from beginning to end was exceptionally slutty behavior. I mean, the aggressiveness, the act like, ooh, yeah, I want that dick. Ooh, yeah, I definitely want to eat that pussy. You know, that whole, but also it's like a playing hard to get, but not so much because you know you can get this. It's a whole attitude. It's a whole mentality. It's the way she did everything. Total slutty behavior.
So,
and I dug it.
I do that with him.
Yeah.
Already. Like I'm already that way.
She's like that with me. When we go to the club, she's all over me. You know, when it comes to us, she's very much into that behavior with me. What I like to see is that with her with others.
But I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I didn't know how to express that.
Yeah. And I didn't know how to, like, if that's what he was talking about. And so this happened and I was like, oh, I could do that. And I just don't because of respect. And I say that with respect because I'm just a different type of woman. I'm a different type of woman. Like I would find that totally disrespectful.
It always comes down to, and you know,
and
that's
so
the thing you find things disrespectful that are common in this lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's not disrespectful if you've already discussed it, or, you know, if like sometimes these things are just out in the open.
And they just kind of happen, right? And it is what it is, but it's still, I still had that mentality. And so we talked about it and I was like, oh, I could do that. That's easy. That's what you want to see?
That is what I want to see.
Okay.
And sounds like I'm gonna be seeing it more.
Yes, you are.
That's cool. That's cool. That is cool because I like that, and I think that's hot. I'm married to the hottest woman in the world, so why wouldn't I want to see it? Like that's spank bang material there. I am full through and through a hot wife guy. I love to see my wife in action. It's true. It's true. It's true. Oh, it's funny because now you have an opportunity to try out that new slutty behavior. We're going to be going to Club Eden tonight. And I got to tell you this, I'm going to tell you this. I think I've already told you this. I'm going to tell this to our listeners. I do not feel sexy
Oh
at
man.
all.
Guys,
At
do you
all.
ever feel
Yeah.
like that? We just came from vacation. We haven't been working out.
Dude,
Just not
things have been
been.
off.
Things have been completely
Things
off.
have been off.
Things have been off with
The
us.
show has consumed me, content, all of that, and then, hey, man, we're not living through the easiest
Yeah.
economical times,
And this is our relationship. This
Yeah.
isn't just like, oh, this is us. This is our
This is
relationship.
our
So
full
like
relationship.
this is business. It's a very slow process. Having to be in front of the camera is not an easy task.
Yeah.
Keeping up with emails, keeping up with business stuff, keeping up with my work,
It's
keeping up with
exhausting.
life, keeping up with
Kids.
family stuff,
Yeah.
and just life. We've had our little tiffs.
We've gotten into it a little bit every now and then, and over stuff that it seems sometimes little.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you evaluate it, there's always more to it than that,
Yes. Yeah.
So it'll be something stupid and small that will set us up for this big argument.
Yeah.
And realistically, it's what's behind that wall of
Yes.
stupid.
Yes.
There's something way more.
Yes.
And, for us, for those of you who have been following the show, I got laid off last August, and I've really made the show and content and all that. That's been my focus quite a bit since then. And we've had some monetization opportunities, but realistically, I mean, it is not easy living in this economy
No.
with how things are and whatnot. And so we're really doing our best to keep up with everything, but everything comes down to, I don't feel sexy. Like
mentally, it takes your mentalness away. And it's like,
we're going tonight to the club because there's a good friend of ours who's having a birthday party there.
Yeah.
And honestly, if that wasn't going on, we would not be going. We would be staying
we have a lot of
home.
friends that are going to be going to meet us there too. So it's like,
and so we don't want to bail on people.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I feel like I have to be on all the time. And what does that mean? That means, the person that you're getting on the show, this is me all the time. But sometimes I don't want to
be
talk.
there, sit down and like not talk and just be stoned.
Yeah, I don't want to talk. I just want to
We
sit
have
there.
that opportunity next weekend, and so I'm really, really looking forward to. Our friends are cooking for us, and we are going to relax, and it's going to just be us, just
friends hanging out, downtime,
friends hanging out.
And I know that I don't have to constantly be conversing. I don't have to be that, beyond monogamy Adam. I can just be.
I don't have to answer any questions.
But tonight we're going to the club, and not in the slightest do I feel sexy. And I'm a guy. I mean, how often am I gonna feel sexy? I don't know about other guys,
you look
but
sexy.
I don't feel like I look sexy.
You
I feel
do.
very, very downtrodden, and
you shaved and you smell good.
Yeah, well, at least I can smell good. That's the one thing I can
and you
control.
shaved your head.
Guys, I am 30 pounds heavier. Esta no bueno.
Are you?
I am. And I got to lose that 30 pounds because let me tell you something. I got to
This is
lose
the
it by
first I'm
July.
hearing about this.
I got to lose it by July. 30 pounds by July. Why? Why?
Because we have to be at
Why?
Naughty Nolans.
Naughty Nolans in July. We will be there. And let me tell you, every content creator, every swinger around, they're going to be there.
Guys,
and I got to look good.
If you can go, we're going to give you all a link, but if you can go, that would be the place to go. Like, it is going to be amazing, the turnout. If you can only go for the weekend, just go for the weekend, but do not miss this.
Yeah. It is a massive.
So we have to look good.
Swinger convention, so to speak. And I can't even really do it justice by talking about it because I don't really know all that much about it. But we are going to have some shows where we're going to be talking to the head of Naughty Nolans and the people who put on this entire yearly production. And they're going to break it all down to us. But we will be there in mid-July. And I got to tell you, I do not feel like I look good at all. Like, I don't.
Well, you have to lose 30 pounds.
I want to lose 30 pounds.
Guys, I have a bigger goal.
You have a bigger goal.
Yeah.
You know?
I have a bigger goal.
What is
So
your bigger goal?
I really, really want to. I don't feel very sexy, and I'm really trying to push our other businesses that we have. And I've always wanted to get work done. I have got a consultation already, or already had a consultation for a mommy makeover, and it's expensive,
Uh,
but I have to lose weight for it, and I just have to lose 10 pounds. And, I have to really get my core tight and just kind of exercise, just that's for healing purposes. But guys, oh my God.
yeah, so we are interjecting a little bit of
Yeah.
fitness
Yes. And to our social medias.
into our
Yeah.
social medias because we have to have accountability, guys. You have to keep us accountable. We
Yeah.
cannot do this
We won't be
alone.
pushing our shit on you. Like, we're not going to tell you to like drink your collagen and have your peptides and shit like that.
No,
That's
no,
not
no, no,
us.
no.
We
No,
aren't those
but
people.
we do need to say this out loud because damn it, if you can't keep us accountable, we definitely can't do it
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have gained 30 pounds. Let me tell you something. We're going to be out there
Yeah.
this July, and we're going to be hanging out with the likes of, like, I don't know, Dan and Lacey from the Swing Nation.
Yes.
There's going to be several other content creators that are out
Yes.
there, and we're going to have a booth out there.
Yes.
We're going to be hobnobbing with these incredible people and networking. And I just don't want to
We
walk
have to
in
look
looking
good.
like Dumpty Dump. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I got to look okay.
I mean, our personalities are amazing.
Yeah. But would
We
you
got
sleep
the
with this
dimple,
personality?
but
That's
come
the
on.
question. I don't know.
I
don't
just
know
want
if you
to.
would.
I want to feel comfortable because it's gonna be very hot.
It will be
It's
very
gonna
hot.
be in July in New Orleans.
I want New Orleans coffee.
Nolans. So
I want to have the coffee and beignets.
Yes.
I want to make a
We
trip
want
to
to
the
make sure we
cemetery.
gain those 30 pounds back.
Yes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But yeah, no, I feel you. I haven't been feeling very sexy, and I have to be in front of the camera without a lot of clothes sometimes, and it's
You
very,
know,
very hard.
I think you have it harder than I do for
Yeah.
sure on that because it's like women's standards, I think women themselves put pressure on themselves.
Yes, we do.
To keep up
And
with the Joneses, especially in the lifestyle.
And you're so good, because you're like, it doesn't matter. You just take the videos. If you look hot, you look
Dude,
great. And so I always put that in my head, and that was what kind of pushes me. Your motivation.
I think you're
So it's like,
smoking.
okay,
I think you're smoking, and
let's
there's
just
a lot
keep
of people
doing
who
this.
think that you're smoking. But I get it. And, I think that's probably the hardest part about this lifestyle and about what we do is that whenever we go to the club, whenever we go to house parties, whenever we go to things that we're invited to that play is available, we play. Like, we are not going to be those people that we're just going to sit back and socialize because we don't drink.
Yeah.
So it's like we're just going to sit there and people want to talk to us. Like, we might as well take breaks and go have sex.
Yeah.
It is really hard to live that life when you do not feel confident and sexy about yourself. And all you want to do is have your PJs on and eat ice cream out of a tub in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And Netflix and chill solo. It's hard. And I think a lot of you have dealt with that. Sometimes you feel like you're forced to put your game face on. Well, you know what? We're forced. We are forced because we have a brand to build.
Because we decided to do this.
You are not forced, my friend. You are not forced. It's okay to say, sorry, guys, but I'm checking out on this one. Yeah. I'm going to stay home. Trust me, I've thought about it. I don't like to disappoint people. I don't.
I don't care.
It's a flaw. It's a flaw. It's so horrible. I don't like to disappoint people. But I have learned to every now and then say, yeah, I need to stay home today. And so that is exactly what we're not doing. We are going out tonight. We're going to put our game faces on. We're going to do our thing. We're going to hang out with our wonderful friends, and we're going to put on a show as best as we can. Yeah. But I really wanted to kind of hit up on that because I think that is something that a lot of people can understand.
Yes.
Is those times where you can have plans for the weekend. It's like, hey, we're going to hang out with so-and-so. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And you feel bloated. And you feel like, gosh, I just dealt with the stress of finances and kids and cleaning up after the dog in the house and the cars breaking down and all of these things. The world is crumbling in front of our eyes. And I'm supposed to get hard? What?
Yes.
What?
That's what a row is for.
Oh, hello. That is not a sponsored ad. But that's, I mean, shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
how can you take your mind out of sex? Some people do it. Some people say, you know what? This is a great thing for me to break off from reality and go down this path. It's hard for me, no pun intended,
Yeah.
because
It's not for me.
no, you can disconnect easily.
Easily.
I can't.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling something, if
Yeah.
I'm not happy, if I'm stressed, anything like that, this man will not be turned on. It is very difficult.
But a
Very
row
difficult.
helps. It's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna be there with friends, so you know, it'll be I'll definitely have a nap before we go.
A nap and a Red Bull.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the theme tonight is what did you say it was?
It's bikers and babes. I'm not doing
Bikers
that.
and
I'm wearing a
babes.
black.
Don't you have a leather jacket? Hot.
I
Really?
don't.
You used to?
I used to, and I got rid of it. Remember they were tearing?
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna wear. I have a dress that I've been dying to wear, so I'm gonna wear the dress.
I wanted to get spandex shorts and
biker shorts.
Biker shorts.
I have biker shorts you can borrow.
I'm good. I don't want to walk in with male camel toe.
Are you sure?
What's a male camel toe? Mammal toe?
Well, like the other day you were wearing shorts and you're like, I'm all thigh.
Oh, dude.
And these,
yeah,
I have
that was
one
all
ball.
thigh.
Ball.
One ball is higher than the other because it just kind of smushes them in. She's like, I like that dick print. And I was like, nah, girl, that's my ball print. It's just long. It's just long. That's some Picasso balls right there. That's right. One is up here, one's down here.
Debo.
But once you pull the shorts down, then the other one can descend.
Yeah, but he was all thigh.
Yeah, I was all thigh that day, baby. Yeah. Me and Disney, all thighs. That's right. This is
nice.
it's not a KFC.
It was good.
Yeah. We had a really good time out there. I think it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that.
We're doing that without kids next year.
Can't imagine what that would be like. I think that would be cool.
Be so much fun.
I think that would be cool to do it with a large group of friends. The hard part about it, though, is that, when you have lots of people with you, everybody wants to do different things.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling the thing that the others are doing, like, you don't want to be a stick in the mud, but then this and that, it's
see, that's a fun part.
That's the hard
part.
We're
going to go with people who are cool with us, like breaking apart. So,
yeah, I mean, sometimes I need to say, okay, I need some time with my lady on the teacups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's spin this teacup.
We got on the teacups and we didn't spin them.
No, because I have a sensitive stomach.
Our kids, oh man, I kept looking back and I was like, they are going to puke.
I thought that the teacup was going to spin off of there.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I will say that one of the favorite things at Disney are the comedic actors that do the jobs that they do out there. I mean, they're fast, they're quick-witted, and funny.
And our waiter was funny.
We had waiters a good meal. Were funny.
We had a birthday meal.
Yeah, and a Mother's Day meal.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was a really, really fun time.
Yeah.
Very different. Florida Treehouse. You got to check it out.
Yes.
Got to check it out. All you got to do is a simple Google search away. You can also find their information in our show notes because I am plugging them.
Yes.
I'm plugging them.
And we will be back.
A reason.
We're going back.
We're definitely going back.
When we go back, we're going. We'll probably go before.
I would love to have a Beyond Monogamy event there.
Yeah, like we need to go just on a weekend. Just go.
Yeah.
Like fly over there, go do that, and fly back.
My Treehouse people, I would love to do a Beyond Monogamy event out there.
Yes.
So I'm putting that out there.
Yeah.
Have your people call my people.
Yes.
She's my people.
He's my people.
And let's get this. Let's get something in the books.
Yes.
Let's get something going because let me tell you something. I think that would be a great venue for a fun time.
I do too.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be huge. Just enough people. I think it was good. I think it was good. So, yeah, Florida Treehouse. Definitely scope it out. It'll be all up in our show notes.
Yes.
And I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap up this show. I had a great time with you. I always have a great time with you.
Same.
And we're going to have a great time tonight.
Yes.
With that being said, those of you who listen to the show, you probably already know where to find us. But I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart.
Leave a review.
Leave a review, babes.
Leave a review, people.
Leave a review, babes. All you got to do, it takes minutes.
Seconds.
Just hit that button, hit a 5-star review because you know you love us and you know we're worth it, man.
Yes.
And also, don't forget to like and share this show with other people because share it in your group messages, share it in your groups on Facebook, everywhere you can. Share our clips, share our show because that helps us grow. That helps the community grow. And frankly, I like to grow. Anyways, removing all the sexual innuendo there. Really, really, really like, subscribe, share the show with everybody that you can because we really would appreciate it.
Yes.
Also, definitely go to our website where you can find all of our different shows, all of our merch, our blogs, you name it, plus our 100% anonymous confessional, one of my favorite things. And we're going to be doing a quickie this Wednesday on our latest confessional that came in. I think it's going to be a really, really good one.
It's going to be good.
We actually were talking about it while we were on vacation, and this one is spicy.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this now, scope it out on Wednesday because that one is going to be good. But yeah, hit us up if there's anything on your chest, on your mind that you need to talk about. 100% anonymous confessional there. And also, if you go to our events tab, you get to see that we have an event coming up.
On June 20th.
June 20th.
Yes, we will be at Eden. We're going to have a little event there. Show up because we're going to have some merch. We're going to have some giveaways. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
It will be a good time. It will be a good time. And we will be having sex there because it is a sex club, but it is a social club. It's not a sex club.
That's right.
It is a social club. So with that, you have to buy a membership.
Yes.
You have to go check it out. So Club Eden, San Antonio, Google it, but you can also go to our events tab. You can also go to our show notes. You'll find all the information that you need there. It'll be really cool. And also with that, we just want to say that we love doing this show. We really love being here with you guys. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Ready or not, summer is coming, and Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance is on now. Right now through May 25th, get up to 70% off everything home at Wayfair. Plus, score amazing doorbuster deals all sale long and surprise flash deals on Memorial Day. We're talking thousands of products at every style and budget. Now is the time to save big on must-haves for your patio, backyard, and beyond. These savings won't last, so don't wait. Shop Wayfair's Memorial Day clearance now through May 25th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.